you know what I found out from the diaries that shocked me? That we were having the separate conversation that I can't remember.
And why are you saying you can't remember the conversation? Because genuinely you can't remember.
I feel like the actual day of the whatever, the day of the argument or the fight or whatever, and the days preceding that was such monumental things that someone can't say, oh, I can't remember. This girl is looking down on me because of where I live.
Mm-hmm.
And she's just like, she's not appreciating I've made the effort to host, to cook, whatever. She's just like, huku ni wapi tunakuja etc.
When we are living in uni, living outside of school is an upgrade. Can we take note of that?
I didn't move out because it was an upgrade. It was because I was now being exiled.
Wenye wanakupiganga exile, wafanye usherati, wapige exile, mufanye kesha.
The thing that hurt me was the next day. These babes, nime left group. Wakasema, you know what? Knock yourself out.
Kwenda huko.
None of you texted me. None of you called me. Nothing.
I'm in between.
Yeah.
Because this whole kukosana thing, it's you that caught feelings. I didn't catch feelings because of Rispa's comment.
Yeah.
No, I was just like, Rispa amechoka, amekuja nini, boda blah.
Yeah.
You went cried,
Yeah.
caught feelings. Already you have an issue.
Yeah.
Then when you are reconciling, you don't text her, you text me.
Huyu aliendelea kwa rafiki yako, hakuendelea kwa rafiki yangu. So hata kusema uko katikati, you made a choice.
Katikati. Yes, at that point, yes, I made a choice.
Yeah, can we agree that mulini abandoned? Can we agree? Hello, welcome back to another episode of the Chillish Pod. I hope you're having a chill Sunday.
Yes.
So guys, we've been at it for quite a bit, huh? Have we?
4 episodes now.
We are doing well. I hope we... have you liked?
Subscribe this.
Have we stayed?
We've never told people to
We have never told people to like
to be subscribed
or share.
Share.
Hey, my guys.
Yeah.
A moment of silence for subscribe.
A moment of silence for us not doing that.
And for them to subscribe.
And for people like Sarova believing in us.
Aki.
Yeah. So speaking of Sarova, we've actually really been enjoying shooting our episodes here. All the past 3 episodes together with this one, and it's been amazing. The food is great, the service is great, the hospitality, it's top tier, honestly. And one of the things I've really, really enjoyed, and I'd like you guys to also learn about Sarova, has been that they have literally all the experiences. They have the city experience in Nairobi, at Sarova Pan-Africa or Sarova Stanley, and even at the heritage property in Nakuru. There's also Sarova Woodlands Hotel, and also the Kisumu Sarova Imperial. If you're more into the safari experiences, you could also check out Sarova Mara in Masai Mara, Sarova Lion Hill right inside Lake Nakuru National Park, Sarova Shaba, which is along River Ewasonyiro, and it's perfect for, just a quiet, peaceful escape in Samburu. If you're like, nah, I don't like the bush experience, I prefer the beach, they also have Sarova White Sands in Mombasa. So the next time you're thinking about a vacation, honeymoon, anniversary, baby moon, Rispa, check out Sarova for all the options.
Let me tell you.
Too soon.
Let me tell you. Sarova.
Too soon. We should do a girls trip.
Because I'm not having any more babies. I will go by myself.
You'll go by yourself.
Because these are the friends. And actually, you've segued really well. You've segued really well into the breakup, which is where we left you. Tuliwaacha na diaries. Sindio?
Yeah.
You watched snippets, versions, some without.
No.
Some without.
Dissociative.
So, just here's a snippet of, some of the things that were mentioned or said. in that last episode. And in case you have not watched it, by the way, just watch that first.
Yeah.
It will be of benefit.
We can put
Then now,
link in the description box.
Yeah,
from
yeah.
the previous episode.
So that now uelewe penye tunatoka
Yeah.
and why we are here. So today we are supposed to be reacting to those breakup diaries.
Okay.
Everyone had a different version of what they thought happened.
Not what they thought. That's a bad way to put it.
Why?
What they know happened.
Hey.
Isn't knowledge a result of your thinking?
No, thinking, thoughts is always.
Sawa.
Some people's recollections were not
Well,
accurate.
what they knew happened.
Yes.
So we want to react based on actually the three whatevers that you had. What do you think? Just
Can I
top
start?
of mind.
Pretentious. Nelly is pretentious.
How am I
Very
pretentious?
pretentious. You can't say, I do not have recollection.
You know, you cannot.
As in, you keep saying
cannot-
that.
It's because
You keep saying
do not
that.
remember.
Do you know what I found out from the diaries that shocked me? That we were having the separate conversation that I can't remember.
You see, and why are you saying you can't remember the conversation? Because genuinely you can't remember.
Nelly,
Same way I genuinely cannot remember what happened in
earring yangu imeanguka.
breakup.
Oh God.
It's that intense.
It's that intense. My earring
Now
is like,
Janza,
you can't fault me for not remembering.
no, can I explain myself? You guys are shouting and you're not letting me explain myself.
proceed.
I feel like the actual day of the whatever, the day of the argument or the fight or whatever, and the days preceding that was such monumental things that someone can't say, oh, I can't remember. Because, and that's why when I was watching, I was just wondering, then so what happened between you two? Because you also did not talk forever. So I'm
That's
like,
what happened.
That is what happened.
Alikuwa na in sight, nyinyi wawili, you were together talking about how Rispa is this, Rispa is
but
that.
I'm literally just finding that out.
Do you remember us talking about what
You don't
Rispa is,
remember?
what Rispa is not?
She does not.
Exactly. So
That's
I also
her.
don't remember
So
what
her-
happened
yeah.
within that breakup.
She does not remember fully. Yako ni partial.
Yake ni
None
full.
of the difference.
Dissociation.
Yeah, so
Yeah, whatever.
other than that,
I'll just take it, but
you don't believe it?
no, I don't believe it.
No,
I
but
think
like, don't
I
you-
think if I did not want to involve myself in a fight, I would say I don't remember.
No, honestly, I don't remember.
That's just my interpretation. Like if
But that's you.
if I don't want to be
But you know
involved-
me, Susan.
Yeah.
Am I not confrontational?
Fair point.
I am very confrontational. I
Fair
don't
point.
hide behind
Yeah.
things that I don't want to. I address things.
Yeah.
So there's no reason for me to say I don't remember because I don't feel like addressing an issue. I genuinely do not remember what happened. Genuinely. The next recollection I have of us, even the whole we met,
Yeah.
the only other time I remember is I bite dialed Rispa. That's how we started talking.
Talking. Yeah.
She but dialed.
But dialed.
So it was not intentional.
It was not, I was not calling her. It
Heavy
was not
on that?
intentional.
Heavy on that? Not intentional.
Precisely.
Yeah.
I was coming out of class and I remember precisely it was a calculus class. I was tired and I got my phone out of my pocket. But literally, I got it. I was like, oops, I'm WhatsApp calling Rispa.
If it had not been for the Lord who was on
I was
side.
not to call her and she was very pissed about it. She was like, how you can't even...
Guys, we are getting ahead of ourselves.
Can I
We ameshafika reunion.
Because that's the only thing I remember between
Sawa.
you, sleepover, and the
Ni
next
sawa.
thing is...
Wewe,
United.
tuseme tu ulirudi Eldoret.
Hey.
I know. Huyu hata tumwache tu. So when I watched my reaction to, I was in complete agreement with what you said. That what I am learning, of course, because I've learned something new, was you said you had whatever life going on that I did not, unless maybe ulisema, maybe ukusema, but mi sikumbuki ukisema, oh, there's this, like when we were apologizing to each other, which indeed we did on that night, there was no,
Heavy on that. Let me take notes, guys.
there was no, oh, I was going through life. Like for my interpretation of that night was just really cutthroat and straightforward. It was, this girl is looking down on me because of where I live, and she's just like she's not appreciating I've made the effort to host, to cook, whatever. She's just like, huku ni wapi tunakuja etc. Like that's all. Like for me, that was my only issue. And now, of course, which I also said was that I did not take your apology on that night. It was more of like, you know, the way you're just like, for peace purposes, let us just
have a night.
Yeah, let's just. Nelly came from Eldoret. Umetoka mali umetoka. Even we have made time for us to be here. I was just like, instead of the night being ruined because Rispa made me feel a certain type of way, like I was just like, I'll take it. Let's just hang out. Yes. And then now I'm not denying that I texted you. I'm just saying that I can't remember what I texted you. But if I was to, let's say, I probably was telling you how I felt disrespected or looked down upon, the way she was just reacting, like ni kama ka rich kid kamekuja kwa watu maskini. Like that's what I genuinely
but that was
that's from the background. That's where I was coming from.
You know, interestingly, the most interesting bit of this is that this was not my first time in KU, guys. This was not my first time visiting Susan in the said KU.
But it was the first time.
No, let me finish. Huh? Let me finish, guys.
No, it was the first
I
time
plead for audience.
It was the first time coming to KM.
So let me finish so that you see where I'm going with this. It was not my first time coming to KU to visit you, right?
Yeah.
I had come to you when you're in the
hostels. Yeah.
Let us take note of the fact that when we are living in uni, living outside of school is an upgrade. Can we take note of that?
That's true.
Yeah.
Can we?
Yeah.
So if I came to the hostel, when I'm coming to KM, that is an upgrade. Is it not?
It is.
So, saying that, I am, and I'm not meaning your thoughts of your nini.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that me coming there and being like, nimechoka, oh vumbi, nini, is not a direct reflection, quote unquote, of your living standard. Because at the moment, what have you done? You have upgraded in life.
But no, Rispa, I wouldn't think about it like that, because I think you lack context as to why I moved out. I didn't move out because it was an upgrade. I moved out because of the roomies I had. If you remember, you're just from saying it to the previous episode. It was because I was now being exiled.
Wenye wanakupiganga exile, wafanye usherati, wapige exile, mufanye kesha.
And whatnot. Una get, like, ulikuwa na ile dynamic ya people bringing the craziness. Let's not get into it, but like it was not morally okay for me to be with those people. So even me moving out, if you remember, do you remember I was paying rent for myself? Because I tried talking to my folks about moving out. They're like, uko na hostel, so like it was a necessity per se. It wasn't because I was upgrading.
No, that's not my point. Yeah. My point is, whether you moved out because people were pissing you off, or whether you moved out because you wanted to, it is an upgrade. To have your space to yourself
in uni, that's true,
is an upgrade.
Yeah.
So there is no way I would perceive that as otherwise.
As now,
because
in hindsight, not then.
Yeah. You know, for me, even then, I'm like, this is how I'm thinking.
Yeah, then.
And this is why I got so mad.
Yeah.
Because even when you were in the hostel, we went to that very KM to eat.
Yeah.
So it's not like I've never been to KM.
But you see, that was the first time you complained about having to come there. My problem was the complaining. It's
the whole issue you people always have of softness in your words. And you feel it.
Because I felt like
the intention and intent of my heart.
Yeah.
This is the same fight that you guys always have.
Yeah.
Circling back.
Yeah.
And I feel like you guys always have this fight. You feel in different forms.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, I was just
for me,
like,
it was there. Okay, Rispa, you know yourself. You know Rispa when she's agitated. You're an expresser. Like you express and you say like how we've been saying in our relationship, we do not have kuogopana. As in kuna venye tu, yani you feel like you have the freedom to say things as you're feeling them. Like there's no filter per se. Like you don't feel like the need to
bad way.
Yeah, not in a bad way, but there's no need. You don't feel the need to stifle yourself. You see like how right now we are online. There are things that you want to say, but you'll just be like, ama maybe you'll be in a particular circle and you want to really say something, but you can't. But between us, there's no that. You get. while granted that is a beautiful thing to have, and now in retrospect, I'm talking about now, I feel like it is a good thing. But then I don't feel like tulikuwa tumegrow to that point yenye naweza tu realize that into ni Rispa tu ameboeka tu na like
it has nothing to
I didn't
do
have
with
the
you.
tools. Yeah, I didn't have the tools to just separate and realize that this is not about the fact that I live in KM, umekuja na vumbi, umechoka. Like I didn't have the tools to realize that had nothing to do with me.
But me, I think
and that is why when I expressed it, I asked you, like even when I was telling Nelly about it the next morning, I felt like it was just you looking down on me. That's what I interpreted it. I was like, were you visiting anywhere else where ulienda tu vizuri, akukukua na maboda na mavumbi? Would you have expressed it in the way that you did? So you see, I took it as, had you gone somewhere else?
Well,
This even if had you been, let's say you had gone through life and you had been tired, but it didn't have somewhere where you must jump through hoops to be able to get to where I live. It's like ni kama venye, and can I give you an example? I feel like this has happened to me and Nelly in a different setting, but it didn't have the same reaction because of maturity. Where I live in comparison to where she lives.
Karen babe.
The
poor Karen babe.
No, now even now. I'm talking about now and the distance she has to drive to come to where I live.
Oh, you mean now?
Now. Like if she wants to come to my place versus even your place, like cause as we live sasa ndani, she has to first of all kujambali and then aingie rough road. Akiingia rough road apambane na bumps. When she expressed it, cause she has several, like I think anafikanga tu kwangu the first thing ana complain about is the rough road and the bumps. I've never, I didn't react the same way I reacted to you, and I genuinely feel like it is just a growth thing, and the fact that I now know that it has nothing to do with, and I also am not in a period of my life where I feel low self-esteem about where I live. I love my, you get, like I love my, I could choose it, I now have the money and the resources to live wherever it is that I want. So even if she complains about it or someone tells me, huku kwenu ni mbali, I don't take it to heart. Then because of a lack of resources and already feeling like I'm disadvantaged, the same comment someone making it
then and now
would have had two different reactions.
But for me,
for
me, that is not even the problem. I acknowledge that we fought, that, I could have done better in my words.
Yeah.
I acknowledge that. The thing that hurt me was the next day. You know how you can be like tuli gombana about something? Because imagine by the time we were getting to now finishing our food, this is the conversation we had.
Because we actually...
But I think you thought it's over,
but it
wasn't over.
Yeah.
Imagine you are there, mumeongea about everything under the sun at night. Hamjalala. Unarudi shule.
Oh, najua mko sawa.
Mimi najua tuko sawa. I'm like, we had such, like, ilianza na madhogodhanyo, but
it was good.
It was, imeisha poa.
Beautiful evening.
Beautiful.
Yeah, me, I was just
and we don't even have photos.
Actually, you do what?
No, I was just...
She just been, like, yes, bado amekatch.
Mimi nilikuwa nimekatch, bado so nilikuwa nangoja tia asubuhi.
Then I am just there. I'm like, so now the next morning, now Monday.
The following Monday.
I am just getting texts. Actually, let me just show you what, I just want to come clean. No, this one.
I don't remember. No.
Wanting to come clean about the things that I've been saying behind my back.
Oh my goodness.
I'm just like, wait.
What were we saying?
Hey, you guys, aki muliniita vitu mbaya, by the way. Mulikuwa nasty sana.
Nakumbuka.
Sikumbuki. Ndio hiyo sasa hiyo amnesia yako.
Yenye mna nini crucify for.
Yako ni full amnesia. Yako ni full amnesia.
It was just so hurtful. Like, it was such hurtful thing.
Yeah.
That you're just like I get the anger. Because in the group, and I think maybe the thing with the group, now when we began talking in the group, because I think I forwarded these things in the group, then I asked
let
you,
the three of us.
Yeah, hey, now let's do it here. Like,
wacha kufanya kando.
I'm not going to reach out to Susan. Yeah. It's here.
It's here.
So now there, I think now we got caught up in now your feelings and my feelings.
Yeah.
And it was just like, and then I was just like, you're so complacent. For me, it was like Nelly's complacency was amazing.
In that
it doesn't, I don't know. I don't know. But by the time we were done and I was leaving the group, because I'm sure I was the one who left the group first.
Yeah, I've remembered.
I was just like,
You're done.
kama nyinyi ndio mnaweza niita hivi, ni nani, like who won't do anything?
Yeah.
And also, if you're the ones who think of me like this, then really,
Yeah.
you know, I feel like you can't fight with how someone thinks of you.
True.
Yeah,
It's not,
perception.
yeah, you can't.
Perception.
Hiyo tu ni
Yeah.
sasa.
Ni yeye tu ndo anaweza
Either
change.
ama
Yeah.
tu useme hivyo ndio ananiona na ni hivyo. So I was just like, I can't begin to justify that I was not coming from a bad place if for sure you are set like Rispa anani beba vibaya, you know. So that's why I left the group. So I was just like, Kai, so much for. And then it came to now but anyway, this is after that incident. Any other reactions up until that point?
People don't have memory. They can't react.
Mnikrushisha kabisa.
Anyway,
I'm playing there, yeah.
now let's deal with now we have broken up.
Yeah.
And there is like, let's give or take 2-3 years.
Was it 2-3 years,
Yeah.
guys?
Yeah,
I don't remember.
I do.
I think this happened I think this
remember.
happened in first year.
First
No?
year?
No,
Second year.
second year.
Second year.
That's 2015. I
Yeah,
think.
yeah.
And then we were reconnecting. We started talking in 2017.
Yeah, that was when
2
we was
years.
done.
Yeah. 2 years, Susan.
I think I was from
So now just imagine.
Yeah.
Let's just move on. Let me tell you how my 3 years.
What? 2 years.
3. Like now 25th, second year to fourth year.
Okay.
So now these babes, nime left group. Wakasema, you know what? Knock yourself out.
Kwenda huko.
But then now that you
Wakaendelea na maisha yao.
took a group. Yeah.
Mukaendelea na maisha yenyu. None of you texted me. None of you called me. Nothing. Kidogo kidogo, where do I see them, Jed? Kwenye mtandao.
Wait. That's
chilling.
2014 texts here. Let me search. I think I can search, right?
2014 we were together.
Yeah, but now that's the earliest I can find anything.
Oh, okay.
If
That was
continue with
before.
Nini, that
Yeah, so that was before. That was
yeah.
before our breakup.
let me
Ninawaona kwenye
find
mtandao.
time.
Naona nini concert family. Hii yenyu ya Zima ilikuwa inaitwa DC.
Yeah.
Crew.
Yeah.
That was the name.
Yeah.
Crew. Why madam tu wanaparangulate this Kenya?
Sema tulikosana 20 what?
15.
I still have 2015 texts, yeah.
How early?
Do you
How
find
late?
anything relevant? Can you
June. I'm scrolling to see if I can find.
Tafuta.
Yeah.
Wanaparangulate to this Kenya. Living their best lives. And you know, I actually had not blocked you on any platform.
On platforms.
I did.
Yeah.
I did not block you on my phone.
Yeah.
I did not block you on social media. Because I think in my head, I'm still in disbelief.
You're just like, this will, Nini, it will...
Not that it will resolve.
Yeah.
Like, this has happened. Until we are not friends. Jamani. So yeah, so for the better part of that, the better part of my uni, it's just like, whoa.
That happened.
And these people don't care enough to ask. Because, you know, at this point, I'm still the one who has been left. According to me. I'm the one who, fine, I left the group, but none of you thought to be like, you know,
Let's reach out.
let me call her. After things have settled down. Like, let's nothing. It could have gone both ways. You can argue that I should have done the same.
Yeah.
But I think that was hard hitting.
Difficult. Yeah.
That was hard hitting.
2015 Feb, you reached out about a dress I was wearing for concert family. I think we were wearing white.
Yeah.
You told me you looked like a bride at the evening party.
I
Just
remember
saying.
that dress.
I also remember that dress. It
Yeah.
was cute. Hey, Kamyo, thanks. How have you been? Ndo nafika kwa nyumba. I was in a concert. Blah. I told you about the dress. That dress is really pretty. Reminds me of how I'm hunting for you now. So how was the concert? Told you nini kamza. So now how have you been? Rispa. Swali ya miaka hayo. But in summary, I will not complain. The Lord has been good. Still is. Kamza miaka ama century. I generalize stuff. Closure sina, and in this case relationship, I have to move back before I can move forward. That was me telling her. Then Rispa is like, I feel you kidogo. I still feel kidogo betrayed by you. It's that bad. So moving back and forward is happening a lot here too. #closure things. Akasema hata hakuwa na nguvu ya kuongea, so she'll just cry. Let me read it verbatim. Sema, sina nguvu ya kuongea me. I'll just cry. Nikamwambia ukipata nguvu unijuze basi. Siwezi go forward.
Neli kuna time alikuwa anatuongeleshanga Kiswahili sanifu by the way. Unijuze.
Nikakwambia siwezi go forward further without closure. Ukaniambia sawa, might take a while. Nikamwambia it's okay. I'm patient. Very patient. Ukaniambia tell me ukiwa 9 next. Nikakwambia I'll be there from 13th to 16th. Then from there I'll tell you when next. Sawa.
Ikaisha.
That is what I'm singing in 2015.
Yeah.
Then now I told you Rispa has reached out. That is what I'm looking to read for.
Yeah.
Sawa, end of story. Yes.
So hata ni mimi nili reach out.
Yeah, because of the
unfortunate.
Because of the
it is so unfortunate.
I don't know if it is after the
Nanza kujam.
I don't know whether it's after the birthday. The very first time we talked is the birthday.
Yeah.
So
after the birthday, now there was just
yeah.
There
was, I think, room for
now we can
easing into this.
Yeah.
Then I asked Susan. What were we talking about, Susan?
And I will admit after carefully.
Now I want to start at the beginning.
You saw
portrait of us. Nini, help me think. Nini, kwanza. Got the text because I'm seeing here. This girl should just stop wasting my time. This is you saying and me sending shocked faces. Nikakuza, where is your heart? Oh yeah, I asked you, did you get a text from Rispa? Rispa's just texted me.
Yeah.
Ukasema ndio naona.
So I reached out to you as well.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm redeemed. The video is over.
Wait, I relax. What did she say? What did I say? Sorry.
Nakusumbua.
Ukasema you've seen it.
Relax.
Ukasema ndio naona. Got the text. Akasema this girl should just stop wasting my time. Nikashtuka nikauza, where is your heart? Ukasema delete immediately it got there. Nikakuuliza, so it doesn't matter to you that she apologized? Sweet. I don't care about whatever she has to say. Sijali. It's none of my business. Nikasema, okay. You.
Ati
Next level. But that's how she
Yeah.
Ukasema, if it was an apology, it wouldn't be that long. She's probably making excuses and passing blame as usual na huko ndani. Na sitaki kukasirika. So no, heri sijaisoma. Because I think you should get your bitterness straight.
Yeah.
Because sikuelewi at this point, honestly. Utambe baby all your life. All your levels. She was wrong. She hurt you. We hurt each other. And she apologized. And you still don't care. SMH.
Kama kawaida Nelly.
Susan, the fact that I'm not an alcoholic doesn't make me bitter towards alcohol.
What?
Makes sense.
What?
Nikamwambia no, it doesn't.
What?
That I'm not an
alcoholic
doesn't make me bitter towards alcohol.
Makes sense. Nikakwambia it doesn't make sense. Point is, stop assuming that the fact that I'm bitter, the fact that I don't care means I'm bitter. I'm not bitter. If I cared, I'd be bitter.
Where?
I don't simply care because I don't care. Period. Full stop. Nikakwambia whatever. Ukasema okay. And honestly, try not to talk to me about her if you know you will be so clear at taking sides. You see, you telling me I'm taking sides because I'm telling you.
Putting you in between.
Thank you. You were there all weekend from Sato when I wanted to call her. You were there nikisema I know things might not be easy for her, so I'll call her, not even text. You were there when I called akaongea venye aliongea.
Huyo ni mimi.
So you knew things were not easy for me.
No, but alisema uliongea venye uliongea.
Because we went at
and she felt really bad. So akatoka akaenda kulia kwa kina your friend, because I didn't want to put you in an awkward position you're having to pick a side. That's telling me. Because y'all still have a relationship and I'd have to respect that. So nikapeleka feelings zangu na huko nikarudi when I'm feeling better. And I didn't have to tell you all about it because it's not in my place to do so. Usidhani just because I acted okay meant I was. This was now the weekend.
Yeah, she's talking about the weekend.
About weekend now, strategizing on how to call her. And when I do, she drops a bomb on me that I didn't expect. So kabla usema hapo ambita or revs, ujue ni menyamaziana for a reason. Nastaongea na yeye for a reason. A reason you clearly are not out to understand. So minko easy. If your way of forgiving her and having a heart means is better than mine, it's okay. Just don't call me bitter and rub it in. Nikakwambia it's cool.
Deuces.
Now you're high. All in between thing coming out.
From Susan.
Yes, I have received.
Because, and you see, the reason I wanted to
interject,
the reason I wanted to interject is because
I've remembered whether that weekend was long. Because I know who you meant that, like, when I walked out. Like, that thing, like, the way you commented, Nime remember.
It was
Yeah.
Do you do another diary?
No. I had, and you could listen forget Vitu. Because I actually remember. Because I remember, because when you immediately, like, arrived and you had your reaction, I actually did not respond to you immediately.
You cried.
I went and I processed. And in the spirit of not wanting to confront you, I processed. In this case, I'm putting it because clearly I didn't process. Like, nilienda tu, nikalia, nikanini, then nikarudi sasa ni wa host. You get? Sasa zinakuja kunirarukia Monday. Do you get? Like, because I'd even forgotten how I left to go cry. Because I felt like, wow. Then I remember I called you. Actually, before me messaging Nelly, you may not remember, but now that you've read the messages, I've remembered. Because even that Monday, I cried. Because I think I called you.
Nelly's the one who didn't cry.
Yeah, she doesn't have the recollection. She has the receipts though.
No recollection. No recollection, no emotion.
Yeah, like I know it was traumatic. Guys, you guys didn't read my diaries vizuri. Dissociative disorder, like based on traumatic events.
So it was very traumatic.
It was very
traumatic.
Guys,
how many of you have been traumatized to the point of shut down like Nelly?
Imagine it's a
tell us.
It's a thing, but yeah. Hi. So now that she has read, I think nimekumbuka now the actual correct chronological order of events. It was that you arrived, and again I was still in my era of avoidance that I'm still unlearning even up to today. I think I was not honest enough to address it with you there and then. I feel like had I addressed it with you there and then, labda hainge escalate. Then nikakuja kukupigia on Monday, and nikikupigia on Monday nilikuwa nime brew. Unaona? Then I think that conversation did not go well. Then I messaged Nelly. Then now that is how, like, that's how it actually came full circle. And it was all because I kept wondering, how did we cook, sleep over, just chat? I didn't actually address it with you with the intensity that I felt it that time. Because kwanza nili walk out nikawaacha hapo.
And I'm in between.
Yeah.
Because this whole kukosana thing, it's you that caught feelings. I didn't catch feelings because of Rispa's comment.
Yeah.
Now I was just like, Rispa amechoka, amekuja nini, boda blah.
Yeah.
You went cried, caught feelings. Already you have an issue.
Yeah.
Then when you are reconciling, you don't text her, you text me. Me, I don't have an issue with Rispa at this point. Me, I'm just like, hey guys, you talk to each other.
Which is why I've never understood.
You why you're not talking to her. But you tell me.
But now this is why I've never understood, even during your diaries, then what happened between you two. Because
I kept silent.
Huyu aliendelea kwa rafiki yako, hakuendelea kwa rafiki yangu.
So she chose.
Yes. She chose. So acha kusema uko katikati. You made a choice.
Katikati. Yes, at that point, yes, I made a choice.
Yeah.
But even going forward,
so it's not like
always been you coming to me because of issues, or you feeling like me and her are closer, or you not feeling like you don't want to tell this part direct, so you come and tell me things, and I'm like, but we are friends, so we have to tell each other things, and I'm like, because I'm the confrontational one, I'd be like, this part come, Susan come. Susan, tell her what you are saying. This part, what are you, I'm always left to be.
I still don't agree. I still don't agree with her saying that she's in the middle, because there's no middle where I stand.
Okay.
There's
only a side.
There's only a side, which she chose.
At that point,
and it's okay. I feel like it's okay to say I chose.
I'll say at that point I
now,
chose.
can we agree that Mulini abandoned? Can we agree?
Let's go abandon. Tulikasirikiana.
But sides were chosen. But I was not abandoned.
So how did you guys make up? Let's focus on the makeup. Now, guys, you've understood the breakup, yeah? Let's go to the makeup. Because we said that this is the biggest fight we've ever had to.
No, but this fight has replayed. I think when for me, it's not even severally. It's maybe now this last fight that we had, we finally allowed for it to go mpaka mwisho.
Yeah.
The whole ati ananibebaje, ananikujiaje, hivyo tu kuna kitu tu umeongea hapo kwa hiyo ukisoma hiyo text, and I'm like, we fought about, when I was about to interject her and then you stopped me. Sebu leta nisome hiyo kitu tena as you guys,
because I was reading it the places.
I've forgotten that bit that I wanted to say. The part that has replayed most recently.
It's the whole words.
It's not even a word thing. I feel like the word thing is just a cover up.
I don't know then.
Hey, how do we move from here?
Forget I said anything.
What caused the makeup? Like, how did you guys make up? How did us guys make up? So she but dialed you, then you decided to make up.
I but dialed her, and then it made it easier to have conversation.
Did you ever have a chat about the whole issue? Like now for them, whatever.
This is me telling her, like, when she has a time,
your fortitude, your
bandwidth, and we.
I don't even know. I don't know whether I'm sure we did, but I don't have like proper, because I know 2015 it was, we were at it talking. Ilikuwa tu like papa like hi, like proceeding with caution.
Yeah.
Because the memory now that I have is my birthday in 2017. Because that's the one I remember. You came from LD. We had like a whole thing, a sleepover in school.
Cool.
We went to Panari. And
for
and then that's the memory that. And then now from there,
you made up.
Actually 2015 you came to Kisumu. Is it? 2016 I think. 2016 you came to Kisumu.
Then now you came to LD.
And then I came to Eldoret. So those and then 2017. And then now your graduation as well in LD.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you there for the graduation?
She couldn't make it. Something was happening.
Where I worked. Don't mention.
Yeah.
Melinyemwa Rosa.
Thank God we didn't get jobs, guys.
Yeah. So I think our reconciliation was much later than you guys.
But it's also for us.
Me and Rita.
At this point, you guys are still friends.
Still okay.
You guys are still friends.
But also, we were okay because of her lack of confrontation.
Yeah.
Not Susan's lack of, like Susan's avoidance.
Yeah.
What kept us okay.
Because like me,
because I remember after
I will not. She will bury her head in the sand.
Yeah, like I'm just like I'll fawn.
That's not.
It's called fawning. There's the fight, freeze, and fawning. Fawning is just acting like nothing is going on. Like everything is okay. I feel like that's something that I'm now. I think I've improved. No, do you think I've improved?
Yes, you have.
Yeah,
on my end, you have.
Yeah,
we've not conflicted in the recent past.
Not even conflicting, like
can I tell you?
Or bringing it up
immediately. I think I have, even with you.
Yeah.
Like even now, even small matters.
The birthdays.
Yeah, even like me nowadays, I think I saw that phoning was not working. Because also, you see, even in my romantic relationship, it's a thing. Like I will, like by the time I'm coming to tell my spouse I'm mad, he's just like,
what we got over that.
History, 6 months ago, ndio sasa tuna address sai. It's just that phoning just is like an immediate. It's like a a quick fix, a band-aid.
Yeah.
But like, as long as the issue is not, and I think now that is what you're trying to say, that because even when me, I just remember, what I remember about us making up is, yes, I do not. I remember you pushing me about it. And also, the thing is, I think just from personality, again, I tend to hold on to offense. Like, if you offend me, and here's the thing, I genuinely feel like it is just because, well, it's not a good thing. I don't proudly own it, but I feel like because of how much I love deeply, I also fear being wounded or being rejected. Do you understand? And for me, I think you live in that group, specifically live in that group. And Nelly knows this. I think Nelly probably knows this. And I know now you know it. For me, my biggest fear, I have an issue with rejection. Like the moment, like ukinionyesha unaweza niacha, nitakuacha. Like ndakuonyesha
naendanga
naweza, yani for
sasa
me,
huyo dem
let me finish. So I feel like now, because I have self-awareness, then I did not know that is why I was resisting the reconciliation. Now, because I have the self-awareness to know that this was the issue, I think for me, you walking out and deciding, kwanza hata natoka hii group. So, imagine mind yangu, my young, 21-year-old mind. First of all, ulikuja kwangu, ukafanya hivi, ukaniongelesha hivi, nikakupigia, nikalia, nini. Alafu, while I'm trying to resolve that issue, you leave the group. So, are you understanding then what my small mind is like, that's the story I told myself, that you came, you did this, and then we had this whatever tiff, then as I'm trying to address the tiff, or you leave. So for me, it was, sister girl, kama unaenda, wewe endanga ukiendanga.
Na kama hutaki kuifanya ndugu kanyaga kubwa kubwa, kama hutaki kuifanya ndugu kanyaga kubwa kubwa.
Like, it was not, and it's not something that is just, I think because we are close and we love each other deeply, it has been, the only other person I've had this dynamic with is my husband. Do you understand? I want you to observe my other relationships. For example, the one that I left. It's the same. Like,
which one? The one that you left?
The group.
Yes.
It's the same thing, Rispa. Think about it.
Yeah.
You just need to show me once that you will toka me, or that you want to toka me. For me, it is not like
You won't wait to be
I'm the kind of a person who, if you show me uko na dalili za na bedhe mtu vile nimemwekea confidence, kumoja ataniacha. As long as that thing is looming, I will not now, but I'm working on it. Yeah. But I will remove myself from the situation before I have to deal with your rejection. So what I'm trying to avoid is dealing with rejection altogether. So I've found myself having to now, unaona sasa then sikuwa nimeenda therapy, mi hata sikuwa najua I have like rejection issues, right? So to me, I think the most, even when Nelly was trying to talk to me about it, I was like, listen, but then, I didn't actually have an issue with you guys making up. I didn't have, like, I just was asking her, keep it
to yourself.
Yeah, like
she felt
like,
you see the whole what I've read.
Yeah,
she was why you like she's called you, she's apologized. You why try and understand.
Yeah, she was trying to kind of like mediate.
So yenda anajiekanga katika.
Yeah. Okay, don't even go back there. But genuinely,
well,
like, I felt
that's what you feel.
I felt like I did not mind you guys being friends, and I didn't have, and that's why even when we're addressing the jealousy issue, I've never like felt like ati now, because huyu na huyu ni friends, na huyo si rafiki yangu ati lazima sasa, let's say Nelly is friends with someone who's not my friend, I could care less. Like, as long as I'm not involved, I'm not bothered. Like, but don't bring that here. Like, I'd want us to relate without you necessarily telling me what happens there. So in that time when she was trying, I think she was just doing her best in terms of, hey, sasa kunaenda just reconcile, like kumekwa. I think that's what I was telling her. Don't tell me. Like, I really do not want to know. Plus, the fact that she was telling me, oh, you're so bitter, nini. Of course, my reaction is that. Like, I'm just like, hey, like, me, hata sijui mbona nilifanya
your example now.
Yeah. So,
anyway,
it's something, and I think this is really, really important for relationships and friendships, and at least for my own, even from where I sit in terms of self-reflection, that's why for me, I'm very big on self-awareness, because I feel like most friendships, even later on in life, even younger, I genuinely feel like they break down because of also just these things we're talking about, the trauma, the baggage, and even the emotional awareness. Because now I can confidently say it was a rejection issue. The fact that you left me, like the fact that you left the group is what I couldn't forgive. It's not the house thing. It is, no, genuinely.
So like the
I feel excited.
Was
Say that. Say that.
So, I'm not saying that wasn't an issue. And earlier on, I was telling you guys that I do not, even in this scenario, I don't think the issue is conflict, because I genuinely feel like even since then, since we were much younger, we've had more intense conflict, but I feel like because of how it has been dealt with, like how I spoke to her, how I spoke to you, how you spoke to me, how we eventually spoke to each other and decided to accommodate. You see how you are talking about seeding, how you've just decided. It's like even right now you are disagreeing on whether she's in the middle or you're not in the middle, but it is not an issue that now it will be carried. It's
it will be carried.
It will be carried. But it will just not.
It will not
become a thing.
It will not break. So that's what I'm saying. I think maturity can now have us have this conversation and begin to identify what was my contributing. What was the issue that caused me to behave the way that I did? You get. So then I could not tell that is it, but now in retrospect, for me it is just being left. Like yani unaweza tu hata kama we are fighting, and even in my other relationships, even in my romantic relationship, and that is why, case in point, if you realize a trend, it's why I avoid conflict. Because when we are going at each other and we are conflicting, the biggest fear I have at the back of my mind is that this will cause this person to leave. So I would rather maintain the status quo. You understand? So I feel like the way that scenario played out was because of my confrontation, temperatures zilipanda na hivyo ndivyo niliachwa. Do you understand? Yeah, so I think for me that was, now I think as we are talking about is when it's coming to me that was actually the reason why I behaved the way I did. And even with Nelly trying to now get us to make up, I was just like, weka uko sawa na kuachangwa. And someone can just walk in and out. I remember even there's a day I told you.
That's walk in and out of my life.
And out of my life.
Dramatic. You know, guys, people say I'm dramatic, but I'm just loud. The drama is here. I'm not dramatic.
Yeah, and I can't even remember how we made up. All I know is that
I do remember. Of course I do.
I just remember having cake.
Chief memory.
Nakumbuka nikienda kukuchukua. Nikienda kukuchukua at that former workplace of yours.
Yeah, tuende tukule chocolate fudge.
Na before nikupate, we didn't even end up going to Java, because I think Java, I don't know what's happening with Java. We ended up going to some other restaurant. I even remember that restaurant. I don't think it's even still there. Before nikupate ukubali, because I think you're also in the midst of
it was a high season.
No. Story na harusi yake ilikuwa imeanza kukama up.
Rorashios and what?
Yes.
No, I just gotten engaged.
You just gotten engaged.
Yeah.
Hey? Uko hapo unakula na mtu, but no.
She's not there?
No. It's just like, hi.
I really do.
How are you?
I regret that. I really do regret how I treated you.
Hey,
sure.
Do you?
I do. Like, because now, that's what happened.
She died.
Yeah.
I believe you.
Yes, you better believe me. Because ukweli alipasu. And do you know one of the things, now personally, how I know me and you will always be friends? Even when you were fighting in 2023 and you're saying it is monumental. Yeah. For me, no one has ever pursued me other than a man.
Hold up. Wait a minute.
The way you have, genuinely. And for me, that was very...
This life.
Yeah.
This life. Guys, when I die, let my gravestone show.
She was pursuing Susan. It made me, and then do you know, it healed me in a way. You see when dudes are pursuing you, no, genuinely, when dudes are pursuing you, because we were dating, then we were not married, you know there's an end game. So it felt very... I kept trying to figure you out. Like I kept trying, mi hakuna kitu na
what does she want?
Sikupei watoto.
Munakufa kwa watoto.
Sikupei watoto.
Because we can give each other everything else other than that.
Yeah. Like I was just like, imagine unaweza enda, uolewe, ukwe na whole life. And your life would be complete. So for me, I think you made me feel worthy of life.
It was such,
She healed
it was such an intense season, by the way. Because ilikuwa
Cut Jen. I don't fix it up.
so that how can I
Why is Susan? The point of this is the point of this is to address issues.
Saying that, I think that taught me, I think it healed a part of me in the sense of I felt worthy of love pretty much. Because there's nothing really like I could have offered you in terms of like how dudes pursue you for dating, for sex, for whatever. But this is just genuinely someone pursuing you from the perspective of, we msichana mjinga uoni tu nakupenda. Like I just genuinely just want to be your friend. Yeah, so that was very... So even when 2023 came and we had the tiff that we had, yes, temperatures zilipanda, but I genuinely feel like that was always even when we were exchanging letters, because I remember
I have that letter still.
even me,
You know, for me, I'm like, now for 2023, I was like, now given that pursuit and that whole thing, I was like, how do you still not see that my intent is never ever to harm you? Like it doesn't cross my mind to ever inflict pain on you. I was just like, how is this not obvious?
Yeah. Imagine I've been trying to figure out the dynamic between us, and I think it's I concluded at number one, similarity in the sense that we are both deep feelers, but I also feel like you have a secure attachment to people. You're a deep feeler with a secure attachment, but I'm a deep feeler with an anxious attachment to people. It's like the same way, you see, like how you interpret Nelly's mood swings. It's not the same way I do. You're just like, hey, leo kona mood swings. Mimi nime have kulan could detach from it, because me I ask, what have I done? So I feel like the fact we are literally the same people, the same person, but with different attachment styles. While you're very secure, so even with the highest of arguments or fights, you're still living there knowing I'm loved and this person wants me. Me with the highest, the more the fight escalates, the more I feel
I'm being left.
Do you understand? Yeah, so I think, because that 2023 thing, I think, because we really, really talked about it and wrote letters. I think we talked to our husbands.
My guys.
Wacheni tu tupins kwanza.
What are we
what is going on? Because I remember
high process.
There's a time and wanted, I think there's a time Newton wanted to call Wahome about it. Because like he was like, hey, Ama, is there something we could
I'm sitting down, I'm processing this with Wahome. I'm like,
And you see that time?
Man.
Took myself out of that.
No one involved me to be. You did not involve yourself. That's what you're trying to say.
I involved myself.
But this one with Susan, you did.
Susan is the one who came to me. She's just said it herself. What did you do? Instead of texting Rispa, you texted me.
Yeah. Or
about what you feel.
15.
Yes.
Yeah.
So if you don't involve me, I will not be in the middle.
But also what happened in 2015 was great, because I feel like anytime I have a fight with any of you, I don't need to involve the other.
Exactly.
I've never felt like
that
if
was
I'm having an issue with Nelly, I need to come and debrief it with you first.
Yeah.
Like I'll just be like, the person that I have an issue with. And yeah, so what maybe in conclusion, what this episode has probably been.
No, I need to say that in spite of that whole Madogodhani, as you were trying to reconnect, for me a highlight was still being in your lineup.
In the wedding.
Yeah. Because we were not
I
like
did not
that.
put you guys in my lineup.
We are not getting into that.
Okay.
We are not getting into that now. It will come maybe Valentine's edition.
That's also how I process things.
We are not getting into that.
But it would never have been otherwise though. What? For me. Like if I'm getting married and I have mimi hata kama bado mimi na wewe tungekuwa tunaongeleshana ile kabisa, because that was still the case.
Because hatukuwa tunaongeleshana
kabisa. But we had started.
I was so shocked.
Yeah, because for me, let me tell you my thinking. There are moments in life that I genuinely feel can't be redone. Like, yeah. As in, if I'm having, and that's something I also learned in my marriage, because when earlier on in my marriage, when we used to fight early, I would, like, big unforgettable days would just go like that.
And you would forever remember.
And I'll forever remember that on this particular birthday, we didn't because we were fighting.
Yeah.
Even like, I feel like for me kwanza the wedding, I was just like, hizo ndo picha nitaika kwa wall. How ndo, yani for me it was just
Hii
like,
memory
Can I
iko
say,
present.
for me,
yeah.
I wished you did not put me in the lineup.
Yeah, you
Because
told me
for
that.
me,
Yeah,
it
you
felt,
said
yeah,
that.
for me it felt fake, pretentious. Because I was like, I don't have to be in the lineup just because
Yeah.
you want photos of me. Like later, I'd rather when we are going through photos, we are like, yeah, I was not in
She
the
was
lineup
missing.
because 1, 2, 3 was
Because
happening,
1, 2,
and that's
3.
authentic and that's real. It's
Yeah.
fine. I was not, because for me, I was just like, Morona neka lineup for the
Yeah.
So for me, it was just
Oh, you planned like
It was for the sake.
it
Yeah.
was honestly,
It wasn't for
was
her.
the
for
sake.
me.
It wasn't for her.
me.
It felt that way because from the beginning, Susan, even when we were in the house, were you speaking to us? No.
Yeah.
By then
Like,
he was
I
not.
was just like, what am I doing in this house?
Yeah.
Can I just leave?
Yeah.
I don't have to be here, guys.
Yeah.
So for me, it
Yeah.
was just like, mbona unanieka for the sake of kunieka kwa lineup. So for me, it's not that big of a deal because if we are together 50 years from now, honestly, it
you
won't
feel like
matter
it
that I
won't
was not
matter.
in your wedding.
Yeah.
I was still in your life.
Yeah.
For me, it won't matter that I was not in the lineup. So for me, I was just like,
Yeah.
yeah. So for me, it felt a type of way
felt
that
yeah.
you put me in the lineup. I was just like,
Yeah.
Mimi, I was happy to be there.
Thank you, my sister. Thank you, my sister. You get my point. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, imagine shauri yako kasirika upasuke lakini utakuwa tu kwa hiyo
Ukweke,
lineup.
ushone hiyo nguo.
Yeah, itabidi because nika sisters.
Yeah.
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 Right, lakini huwezi kakosa
Huwezi kosa kukuja wedding.
Yeah.
We are sisters.
no, for me, hautakosa kukuja, but sitakuweka kwa lineup.
Okay, hawezi kosa kuwa lineup. We are sisters.
Utakosa.
I've taken it. Tulikosa. Guys, si ati kuna vingine ilienda.
tukua. Sisi tulitolewa.
But anyway,
Yeah.
let's end it there, guys.
So
Final-
I wanted to
final
ask
remarks.
what thing that did you learn during this whole or of the big conflicts that we have had? What are you doing better now going forward? Because of course we'll have many other conflicts in the future. For me, I think
I hope not many.
no, but it's life. If we're life,
Let's have
together-
conflicts. They don't have to be many.
Yeah. Okay, cool. And
Yeah.
big. Yeah. For me, I'll start because Rispa, you can wrap up the episode for us. For me, it's that working on my own personal biases and my own, because like how I am as an individual is how I'll show up in the relationships. So I think our relationship plus my marriage has forced me to work on my phoning. It's forced me to work on my also just how I attach to, or just to be aware. You can't change your attachment style entirely, but you can be aware of it and see how when it rears its head during interactions with people. So yeah, then specifically with you giving people benefit of doubt. Yeah.
Giving RISPA
Yeah, that's what I've said.
benefit of
No,
doubt.
I've said learnings. Oh, okay, yes, giving RISPA benefit of doubt, but
And
also
people-
giving people
Yeah, that's
benefit
fine.
of doubt. Yeah, RISPA. Nelly.
Guys, me, I've just learned, don't put yourself in things. But anyway, what I've learned genuinely is people, you see how the attitude she has that she loves just because she loves.
Yeah.
And I think me and you share that in common.
Yeah.
I might not have an anxious attachment style.
Yeah.
But it shows up in how I put walls around myself and relationships around me. I think for me, it's the friends you chose and you know are genuine, they mean well. And whatever they do, they mean well.
Yeah.
So they're not intentionally doing things to hurt you. That I also took time to... I think she keeps bringing it up between the three of us. Like, you know, I don't mean that. Like, that's how it came out.
Yeah, that's how I felt.
That's how I felt. So it's also always reminding myself that the two of you do not mean harm to me. And whatever happens and however I interpret things, I need to figure out why I'm interpreting it in a negative way, because there's no time you two will do something to intentionally hurt you.
Yeah.
So for this relationship, that's what I keep reminding myself.
Yeah.
And the fact that we are here forever, like I'll always have to find a way to forgive and reconcile and move forward regardless. And I like that now we can have independent relationships
Yeah.
outside of the trio. I like that and it's flourishing, and I like that. So I think that's an aspect I have that I don't hone a lot, bringing people together and wanting people to... I like when we are working independently, but I think I don't lean into that side of me a lot.
Okay.
What have I learned?
The abandoned.
that I have been accepted in Christ.
Jesus Christ. Hey,
But really,
redeemed of the Lord.
say so. We say so.
Yeah.
That you can always do better.
Yeah.
I think, and a lot in my, since now trying to make up with you, and even with Nelly at some point, that you can always do better. You can always grow. But then even for me, then it is to accept that people can do the same. Because you tend to, kuna kwangani like perception ya people never change.
Yeah.
Maybe there's some truth to that, but there's also some like people can change.
Yeah.
So choosing to be better. So in terms of like sasa wewe being softer, kinder, more pleasant, with a lower tone, you know. Yeah, just those things that would ordinarily, like for me, they're an issue. But because it's important to you,
Yeah.
I choose to proceed like that.
Yeah.
And then what else I think at the foreverness thing, we have to just make it work.
I think that really keeps me going, guys.
Yeah.
Like knowing it's forever.
It's such a long time.
I'm like, and then, like if I give up now and then, and I'm not planning to let it go.
Yeah.
There's some relationships where like, I don't have to fight for that one. It's
It
fine.
can go. Yeah.
But this one, I'm like,
Yeah. Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah.
This episode has been a lot, guys. I need 4 days. You guys know me. I need 4
to
days
unpack.
to decompress.
So yeah, tell us if you have such a relationship, one that you're not willing to let go of, one that you have not been acting on, and maybe you need to go and make that but dial.
You know.
Maybe you need to make that text.
Maybe you need to pursue your girlfriend instead of Kamau.
Maybe you need to give them a benefit of doubt.
Yeah.
So yeah. Until next time.
It's been chilly. Au revoir.